we have a big bottle of Diet Coke. No, I'll just have water.
I know that big bottle is flat. The minute you open it.
Yep. And I need a ton of ice in it. It's so warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves it in the bottle, not me.
I love a cold can, that first sip when you're thirsty.
It's so good. Oh. Or the diet, like if you get it from McDonald's and it's just all the ice. And
oh my God.
Diet.
The best
and
is
you can see it go down in the clear cup. You're like,
all right, I'm rolling, so whenever you're ready.
Oh,
you guys
hey
ready?
guys.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, sorry about that.
No, but we start. We'll start it there.
Yeah, sure. I'll find an entry.
Oh, Jesus, never mind.
No, I think it's cool and quirky.
No, we love it.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it's cool and quirky.
This is good.
Thanks,
It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm. We're just like, riffing. we just start.
Well, that's how the Pete Holmes podcast used to start. You start. You start like they're. It is funny to start when you're not talking, just because it seems like we've never met the person.
Right.
Or we all had a big fight beforehand. We all.
It is weird.
We all fought about the vaccine, and now we're
like when they're sitting here and we're talking about them. That's awkward. If Maddie was like, "Here I am," like if she was a guest on a talk show, that's different. But when someone's sitting there, I like to have a little rapport going.
Right. Yeah. Me too.
I like it.
I will say a lot of podcasts now.
Maddy Rapport Smith. That's what you're known as on the scene.
Oh, Maddy. That
Maddy
was actually
Rapport
Raper.
Smith.
Raper Smith.
Yeah. You read.
I got it wrong. Oh,
you were talking to I think like a Swedish person or something. She's a Rapport.
Rapport? I hardly know her. So stupid. Maddie, thank you.
Okay, so that's a good start. How fun are we?
We're having a nice time, you guys.
Maddie, I think you, thank you for doing this gigantic piece of shit.
Are you kidding me?
Leprechaun in space.
Honestly, one of the better Leprechaun movies.
Okay, first of all, I will say, I confess to you guys, I was doing a crossword in the morning, this morning, while I was watching. However, as I was watching, I found myself like this.
Thank you for that visual joke on an audio.
Well, now we have cameras.
YouTube.
Yeah, we have cameras here. Yeah,
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Go viral. I have the power now, bitch.
She's just wilding out, y'all.
That used to be so nice.
She is wilding out.
She is wilding out.
Maddy Smith is wild. That's every podcast I do. They title it like Maddy Smith is wilding out.
Well, originally we were gonna do Leprechaun Back in the Hood, but we're like,
we're three white people.
Like,
is that where we?
I'm like a rep.
I'm
like a sales rep.
She is actually. She's affiliated.
I was like, I don't think the closest we think have to a black person on this podcast is that Maddy Smith is on Wild and Out.
Which I think is pretty close. I have a lot of intel that I can give you on.
Now, is Nick Cannon still hosting that?
Yes,
he is.
Yes.
Good man.
Always has, always will.
Has he offered to have a kid with you yet?
Not yet. Freaking.
But does he have any white baby mamas?
No white baby mamas.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
No, she's kind of.
Well, a lot of them are mixed. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay,
Why did you say that quiet?
We said that. A lot of them are mixed.
She's mixed. She's part of the interbreeding.
It's like your parents when they like whisper like Chinese.
Yeah.
Your uncle's like, you said it.
Or depending where your
You
parents
said
are.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Did you feel like watching this movie? Just general
this
thought
morning.
about it.
When you watched
and also
the movie.
what I was going to say, where there were moments where I was like, that was pretty funny. Like when they were like, look at this shithole. I haven't seen something this bad since Detroit. Oh. Like there was funny jokes.
That was not a funny joke, but...
Yeah, but there was...
It was a funny joke.
Okay. I thought there was some stuff where I was like, okay, this is kind of...
I also think Warwick Davis is amazing because he totally commits to everything. Yeah. And just like the idea of him being this classically trained actor.
First off, Maddie watched this while doing a crossword puzzle, which is the only way to watch this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
That's
why I was trying to say with my act out that you insulted, that even though I did have my phone in front of me, a few times I caught myself being like I had to re-enter my passcode because that's how long I was looking up.
How many seconds on that passcode?
4.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured.
How many times?
10 or 15.
You shouldn't ask questions.
just a general question about this movie for both of you. How many times before you're like, is this a softcore porn?
That's what I thought too.
Skinemax.
That's what I thought too.
I thought it was a Skinemax porn.
Thought it was the act, even without like the kind of sex stuff, the acting was pretty porny.
It's very breathy.
Yeah.
The women.
It's very bikini
constantly out of breath.
Planet
yes.
acting.
Although I will say the one who Tina, She was like, remember when she came on the screen? I'm like, she's not a bad actress.
Like
the blonde she wasn't bad. I just wanted her to put her fucking hair in a ponytail at
one it was down at all times. I'm like, that's not functional at all.
Her pants go missing.
Oh my God.
But she can't find a fucking hair tie to put her hair back. It stresses me out.
That reminds me when I was growing up, my mom would watch ER, and every time she watched it, she'd be like, doctors, they would put your fucking hair up. You're doing surgery. All the doctors have their
Maddie's
it's
mom.
It's not realistic at all.
Maddie's mom is Bill.
Maddie's
mom is Bill Burr.
You guys actually look alike. That's a good thing.
Hey, fuck you.
Cut the umbilical cord yourself, you piece of shit.
I definitely exaggerate my mom's voice, but that's how it sounds in my head. Long Island.
Long Island, baby.
Long Island. I forgot. You're from Long Island?
No, my mom is, but I'm from Buffalo.
You're from Buffalo.
Yeah, she escaped Long Island.
She's like,
and went to Buffalo.
I need a place even more depressing than Long Island.
No, where in Long Island again?
Belmore, near Merrick.
You are Buffalo's, you're Buffalo's own, the pride of Buffalo.
That's what they say, but no one seems that proud.
No, I've been there twice this last year. It's not a really proud city.
I've never been.
No.
I don't
really?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm missing. Not even for a wedding, a family. Been to Rochester.
My family all lives in Rochester now.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like Buffalo, but with no sports teams. And Buffalo, people from Buffalo like staying there and being prideful.
Really?
So that's why it's all amped up. But then when you go there, you're like,
It's very cold. I do
Super
remember
cold.
watching something on MTV 100 years ago when it was like, True Life. I'm a college freshman, and they were in Buffalo. No, truly. And it was snowing the first day of school, which would have been like today. And I was like, kill me.
Yeah, terrible.
It smells like crazy there. They should do a Leprechauns in Buffalo. Speaking of.
Oh, Leprechaun in Buffalo. Going to get me gold at a Sabres game.
And I'm like, they strap me to a table at the Bills tailgating. I'm like, no, stop.
But you're still wearing, like, fully clothed.
Yeah,
you're, like,
I'm wearing the Zubas, like, pajamas. I'm like, oh. And the Leprechaun's like, I'm going to slam this table. No.
Isn't your middle name Raper?
Somebody help me.
Raper, you say? I hardly knew her.
Oh my gosh.
Is this the least scared you've ever been for a horror movie?
Yes, I will say that, because even like a corny 80s slasher is scarier
than this movie.
Yeah.
Well, it's gory. The only thing that... Well, they do bleed a little, but then it's all like, you can tell it's like chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
And like,
super thin too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very thin and watery. And then when he gets stabbed, the leprechaun, it's like green goo.
Yes.
So nothing's really...
It's kind of, when it's like space or like fake stuff, I don't get scared.
No.
We'll bring you back for Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh, we
okay.
should.
Yeah, Zubar too.
Yeah.
For sure.
No.
Sure.
For sure. I said for sure.
Oh, I thought you said sure.
Indigestion.
And Dan's just sweating his ass off. We're 10 minutes in. I'm nervous for you.
Dan insisted on looking nice for this one, which, by the way, I had on a really cute outfit, and he said to me...
Well, you beautiful ladies, you're making me sweat.
What did he say? Maddie's going to dress like shit?
No, he goes to me, he goes, what are you wearing, pajamas? It's a loose, like, Roxy brand, like beachy pants
it
and a top.
It reminds me of a gown my grandmother used to wear when I slept
Stop talking.
with her.
Men should not comment on women's clothing, because you always say the wrong thing.
He also just admitted that he used to sleep with his grandma.
Like, in the bed?
In bed. And we fucked a couple
times.
Yeah, but you also slept in the same bed? That's more intimate.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just mostly hand stuff. Leprechaun in Space, directed by Brian Trenchard-Smith, who did a lot of...
My dad.
Silk stuff.
He's really talented.
Yeah, your dad is really good.
Yeah, I'm a Nepo baby.
Well, he did. His big thing was he did the third one, and he did a lot of Silk Stockings, the show that was on USA Network. It would follow Monday Night Raw,
which also was scantily clad.
It was the sexy show,
ladies, and it was like a lot of Baywatch people were also on it. I think all of the entire cast was on it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, this well, just to give you an idea of like the cast, like. Well, Warwick Davis from Willow plays Leprechaun. He's the legend. Rebekah Carlton is Princess Zarnia, former Playboy playmate, apparently.
And was on Baywatch.
Brent Jasmer is Brooks. Guy Sinner is Dr. Mittenhan. Jessica Collins is Dr. Tina Reeves.
Yes.
Gary Grossman is Harold. Losif Slavin is, or Joseph Slavin. Maybe that was a typo. Losif, I think it's Joseph.
I am Losif.
I am Losif Slavin.
Captain
Snake Markets. And then
no one cares about everybody. You love Debbie Dunning.
I wanted to bring up fucking
Debbie Dunning.
Where's his name? The hot guy, Brooks. Brent Jasmer Brooks. He was in Playgirl, and I spent a good 20 minutes trying to find his dick online and couldn't find it. So if you do have Brent Jasmer's dick,
or if you're Brent Jasmer and you want to send Dan a dick pic,
or if you're Brent Jasmer, if you want to be on the pod,
message the show. What's the email?
But you have to do it pantsless.
Yeah.
What's the email?
theitcouplepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah,
send that dick.
Brent Jasmer. None of your dicks. Just Brent Jasmer's dick is very.
Yeah. Okay.
Very, very hot. And we open in the year 2096.
Yeah, it's late. It's way later.
With the Marines getting their gear together. This entire movie is one gigantic aliens Mad TV sketch.
Yeah,
that's this entire movie. Like at the
in
set,
like a laser tag.
Studio. In a laser tag.
Like it is just
totally.
In Long Island.
Yeah.
Captain Snake enters, who's part cyborg.
Yes.
Oh yes.
He puts a cigarette out. He says that they're doing a search and destroy mission chasing an alien that's distracted the galactic mining operation. That's the company they're working for. Now I'm confused whether or not this alien is Leprechaun or the worst shitty hand puppet alien. There's one other alien in this movie, and it's like a hand puppet that's for 2 seconds.
It's probably a hand puppet.
Yeah.
It's probably a hand puppet. I don't know what they're talking about. Was it a Leprechaun or the hand puppet?
Animation.
I don't know.
That's what it looked like.
It looked kind of... He was moving pretty quick.
Don't they do something with the animation? Motion. What is it called? Like, they also do it with
capture motion?
Am I stupid? I thought it was a a person with makeup on.
Play motion.
No, I'm not
play
Leprechaun.
Motion a real thing?
Oh, sorry. I was like,
I get all creature
with stop motion.
one creature for the other.
No, but I really think they use stop motion in this.
For maybe later on, but not for this. Was just a hand puppet. But we'll get to that. Tina Reeves comes out, our blonde bombshell from Baywatch,
and a good actress.
She's an assistant to Dr. Mittenhead. She's there to collect any alien samples from the altars of Mittenhead. And then Captain Snake gives her to Brooks, our playgirl.
Have we seen Mittenhead yet?
Not yet.
So we'll talk about it in a second.
We'll talk about it in a second. But the big, it's Tina and Brooks's movie. It's their love story.
Well, it's also the love story between a leprechaun, his pot of gold, and the queen.
Okay,
so like, can we?
But it is theirs. Yeah,
kills people.
I'm just saying, like, was there anyone off? Like, I feel like this whole cast was fucking offset. Like besides Warwick Davis.
Yeah, I thought they were the only normal lucid people.
Those two?
Yeah,
Brooks
within the relationship. Yeah, because the other people fucked after that party.
Yeah. And then what happened?
The longest hand job scene in ever.
Yeah, right.
Which we'll get to that scene.
Backstory. Okay, sorry.
As a guy, have you ever been given a hand job and a guy's made that noise?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
No lotion, it's called. Dry as bone.
Finish before it sets on fire. Anywho, so I don't think they were. I think
I love it. You like do something horribly truck driver, and then you like throw the hair back, like. But I'm a lady.
So if you're dating a guy,
I want to hear more about that.
Anyway, we cut to the alien planet. Prince Zarnia is waking up in the captivity of the Leprechaun. He's prepared a fancy meal for her. He's marrying her he's abducted her and he's marrying her to make himself a king, which is very much what me and Sarah's marriage proposal was.
Yeah.
I'm the king.
Yeah. Really. And we knew that.
Yeah.
It was like someday you will see all the B rooms in the United States. Ever seen Comedy in Peoria, Illinois?
Yeah. People go to casinos where they don't even have buffets.
Yeah.
Like, that's how broke.
Yeah.
They shut down.
Yeah, the buffets are over.
Yep, nothing.
But it's okay. It's like a king lifestyle. You guys have a courtyard, so you're basically in a castle.
True. You know what?
We have the nicest empire in Sunnyside. They're down in some. So they're down in some laser tag planet. Before they go down, they're like telling Tina the rules of being like a fucking space marine, and
you skipped over the woman lying there. She's like tied to the thing.
We were talking. Well, I didn't mention that she was tied.
Yeah.
She is tied up.
They're not just chilling. Like she's tied up.
Yeah, they're not chilling. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Hence Maddy talking about being tied down.
Right.
You just find out I've tied all my
bills.
dates I've been on. I've tied the women down.
Yeah. I thought that was like a sex scene. I was like, I need to role play this later.
Yes.
Have you guys ever hooked up with somebody who looks like Leprechaun?
Yes. I've hooked up with someone.
You hooked up with a little person?
I've told you the story. I was getting out of another relationship.
I told you this.
Honey, we talked about
You're getting out another.
And it's still like, I told you this.
I
told you about my little person.
I was getting out of another relationship.
What are we not allowed to say?
The circus was in town.
It was let's just say it was a carny.
It was a carny. No, we made out. He sat on my lap and straddled me in the cab home. And I am 5 feet tall. He was
Really?
And I had little heels on because I didn't know how. I thought he was just a short guy. Like, I've dated short guys. And nope, he was about 4'7", 4'8".
He tricked you with the bar stool move.
He did.
Yeah.
But actually, I was sitting in the bar stool, and he came in, and I was like, is he in a hole?
Has it ever worked a guy sitting on your lap for the move? As the move?
I mean, he was very light.
If he's light, yeah.
You?
Yeah.
No, for me. I'm just
yeah.
kill him.
You give me another hysterectomy.
Like, if I sat on this dog. Came over, which I wouldn't. I did not mean to put that in the air.
Oh, no.
He starts nervous.
You know, he's like, ugh.
He starts to kind of like charm her by saying he's gonna like give her all this like all the riches that her dad never did.
Yeah,
so
right. Because her dad gives away the riches to others in the kingdom, and she doesn't get to receive any of them.
Would you
he's
marry?
Like preying on the daddy issues, as per usual.
Which, by
would
the
you
way,
marry like an
works.
older, ugly, short guy for money?
I've thought about this. Thanks for asking. And if I get to a certain point in my life where I've been in so many failed relationships that I don't give a fuck, and I can just date someone for money, rock and roll. Height doesn't matter.
He's cool.
Yeah,
like, they can't be annoying.
If
With
I just,
money,
you can't be annoying. You can even fucking go fuck bitches. I don't care as long as I have central AC and unlimited credit card.
And I'm giving you dry hand jobs.
Yeah.
All the time.
On your tiny
like literal, like just fucking
just dandruff coming
medical
off your
like a procedure. So yes, to answer your question.
So things aren't going well at dinner. She's throwing lettuce at the leprechaun.
She's upset.
He's unchained her at this point, right?
It's
so
kind of like Beauty and the Beast, like.
Yeah, they come onto this planet. These Marines. They're about to like enter this Martian cave, which does look like a rock climbing studio.
It does.
Or a laser tag
is.
facility.
Yeah. Yes, wherever they filmed this, they definitely
like
utilized.
It looks like they used like the set of a Nickelodeon '90s obstacle course
spray
show.
Painted everything.
Well, to give you an idea, like the Zoobly
silver.
Zeus set is fucking Avatar compared to this. I said that because Spaventa is a big Avatar fan.
What the hell is that?
Avatar?
No, not Avatar. What's Zoobly Zoo?
It's a children's show. Where,
it's a children's show in the 80s.
I'm a painter lion. I paint a friendly smile.
And
but that's
it's a man.
But that's Maddy tried. She made no eye contact and she tried to get it going.
And I paint a smile. Wait, not Zaboomafoo.
No, not Zaboomafoo. God, beg your pardon.
What about Zoom?
What's Zaboomafoo?
What about Zoom?
What, the Zumba?
No, just Zoom.
Zumba?
No, just
Zumba
Zoom. The
Wait,
show
what was
Zoom.
What was Zoom?
There was a show called
Zoom. Was like a show.
You're younger than me, though. You're like, what, you're like 30,
what's Zaboolaboo? Yeah.
Oh, Zoobly Zoo is.
It was like
little, to my childhood.
Yeah, they would dance and sing songs.
Yeah, that's what Zoom was.
Maddy starts singing
every
whenever
time
I bring up dancing.
Every time you go into a step, I'm like,
okay, we'll try this.
Yeah. It's a wild and out trained in me. Guys, dance on the bump outs. Wildin'. Okay, really quick. Zoom was a show in like a studio where kids would jump around and like play games and teach you languages and recipes and stuff.
Was it just all kids with like?
And they talked in pig
Well, this was that, but with Ben Vereen.
Okay.
Oh yes, Ben Vereen. That's right.
So they get to the. They kill this one alien, but
the puppet alien.
This one of the Marines. I just call him like a Casper Van Diem ripoff. Finds the jewels, but before Leprechaun's jewels, but before he can take them, Leprechaun uses a lightsaber to cut guys' legs off, which Spaventa included. This is ironic because Warwick Davis
was
played
actually
an
based
Ewok
on a true
in
story.
Return of the Jedi. It was he killed someone with a lightsaber for trying to steal from his rutabaga garden.
Yeah. Okay, what about an Ewok?
Okay.
Well, he played an Ewok.
Oh, okay,
okay.
okay.
11. He was cast when he was like 11,
Really?
and then he was in all the Star Wars movies.
And
when did the Ewoks show up? 4?
3.
Return of the
3?
Jedi. Yeah.
Okay. That's the one with Jabba.
You haven't seen any of the Star Wars movies, right?
I've seen Star Wars movies peripherally. So, like, if they're playing somewhere, I kind of see them.
Right.
But I've never really sat and watched.
Right.
Well, they get in a big firefight.
What am I missing?
Yeah, that's how my mom talks about Fox News. She's like, it's just on.
Anyway.
Actually, my mom's super liberal. I just want to throw that out there. I was just making jokes.
Yeah, sure.
But actually, not really.
But anyway, they get in a firefight with Warwick Davis as the Leprechaun. Warwick Davis then jumps on a grenade that is being shoved at Princess Arnie. So this is actually a heroic move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he blows up. And
the Leprechaun does.
Yes. This causes one of the Marines, Kowalski, which is the most like generic, dumb guy name ever.
I know Debbie Kowalski.
I feel like we all know a Kowalski.
Kowalski.
Stop! He goes and pisses on the Leprechaun. Kowalski, stop pissing on this Leprechaun.
Yeah, Kowalski, get your ass in here.
Yes.
Ma's looking for you.
Stop pissing on the Leprechaun. I got your Lucky Charms right here. And then he shakes his balls.
His dad's like, Kowalski.
Anyway, the way that this worked, and this was apparently a debate they had because they were trying to they're like, should we do a face hugger? No, let's do a version of it where he is able to go up through, because he pisses on the Leprechaun's body, the Leprechaun's soul or essence is able to go up through his urethra, his dick hole.
Yeah.
And that's how Leprechaun gets on the ship.
The stream pulls it up.
Yeah.
Because actually when you pee, the stream goes this way. Did you know that? It's like the
it goes
Nile.
back inside and then out your butt.
Yeah, it goes, There's a whole, if you actually
No,
look.
I almost believed it for a second.
That's
I was
why
like,
you always have wet shit.
Guys always have diarrhea.
Maddie, want to have a threesome with us?
Oh my God, not after that.
We're so
Until
sexy.
you said the wet shit. I was thinking about
Sarah's
it.
gonna straddle your lap like
Yeah.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah. Guys do be having wet shits though. If I'm gonna throw that out there, I'm regular as fuck.
Yeah.
Not me.
Are you dating a wet
Constipated.
shitter right now?
I'm dating a long shitter. Fuck, I have to shit, and then the shitting. I don't know what goes on in there, but it's a why.
Oh, I'm beating off and shitting.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's beating off and shitting.
Have you ever beat off and? I know
You can't
you.
do this both at the same time. I've tried.
No.
It's impossible. It's two very different thought processes.
Right, totally. It's a lot for the body to handle.
But I wonder if there's anybody who comes from shitting.
Definitely.
I'm looking at you, Spavenza.
Why are you looking at me?
There's something for everything.
Women can cross their legs and get an orgasm.
They can?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you
I've had 5.
Yep, she's doing it right now.
That's what. Why can't I make them come then?
Just came.
Every time that explains it. Every time I try to fuck a girl at the end, she goes, I'll just cross my legs.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
it's just like,
yeah.
she's like, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Then she takes a wet shit. That's how it goes when you're fucking DSG.
Right.
True.
Okay, so
they get a firefight. They bring
But we don't know yet about the cock being.
We don't know about the cock.
We don't know about the cock, but we know that the spirit went in his cock.
Right.
It's
The
so
spirit of the
stupid.
leprechaun went into Kowalski's cock.
Yeah, and they made a
Continue.
joke about him having claps, so it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
that's why, oh, he's got STDs. This is funny.
Yeah.
But he's got a leprechaun in there.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
living
and
in
the
his
worst time
it
for
feels that
STD.
way sometimes, doesn't it?
I've never had an STD.
It feels like there's a leprechaun in my cock. Turns out it was genital warts. I've actually never had an STD either.
Well,
I don't know why I said
No
actually.
HPV?
Pride of Buffalo, everybody. Pride
Yep.
of Buffalo.
Girl.
Yep, the only clean one.
Truly.
So they get her back. They get back on the ship. We are introduced the nerd, Revenge of the Nerds, Harold.
Oh, I love Harold. He's from Bachelor Party.
Revenge of the nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah, that's basically his character. Is
Yeah.
and tries to fuck everybody. He tries
He's
to fuck
licking
Brooks.
the
He tries
woman's
to,
feet,
lick
isn't
the
he?
woman's
Yes.
feet.
Yeah.
He's just a sexual deviant.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Brooks and Cupcake are beginning their romance.
Yeah, and she has teeny tiny eyebrows.
And Cupcake is from Home Improvement.
No, Cupcake. I'm sorry. Cupcake is the name of Tina.
Oh, Tina. Thank
Yes,
you.
the Home Improvement girl here is
Who's
on
Home
this.
Improvement?
Brunette.
Her name
Oh.
is
Who
I'm
gives
sorry,
the hand job.
Debbie Dunning,
Oh.
Private Dolores Costello.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
unnecessarily hot for this movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know when he pulled her fucking tits out. I was like,
Yep. Yeah, you never see full on nudity, but like
you do.
pieces
you see
of
the
clothing.
aliens, princesses. No, you see
Oh
her
yeah,
titties.
that's right. And it's a death.
You kind of want to see the Home Improvement girl's titties, but you see her.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
she
you
didn't
do.
sign the nudity waiver.
No,
They're so jiggly.
they're nice.
Yeah.
Did you look her up and see if you can find her boobs
I
in
did.
Playboy?
Yes, that's a
And
different
did you?
search though. No, she. I don't think she doesn't. She doesn't have any nudes.
Good for Debbie Dunning.
Wow, she's that hot. She doesn't have
Pamela
to.
Anderson.
I would have to.
Same.
You can get my butthole though on OnlyFans.
Great.
We just lost subscribers.
We just lost a subscriber. The momentum of this podcast.
Do you put your asshole on OnlyFans?
No, I don't really.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I wish you had an OnlyFans, and that's how we could like buy a house.
You know, Hefner's son has
But
an
I don't know
OnlyFans.
what.
Really?
Which
Yeah.
one?
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm thinking Tommy Lee's son. Those boys are cute.
Those isn't he like Pamela Anderson kids? Aren't they like 15?
No, what you disgusting animal? They're in their 20s.
Yeah, they're probably 20.
20.
Christmas
20.
is coming up, baby.
She's an old hag. JK. I support women.
Women supporting women.
So they're basically inspecting all the booty and all the gold. And God damn it!
Who's here?
The booty and the gold.
Open real quick. And then...
Oh, it's gonna be our paper towels.
All right, folks. This is our. You can just shut it now. It's fine, guys. Just to let you know, Goldie, that's enough.
Oh.
Mushy, that's enough too.
This is all staying in, right?
Yeah, these are all staying in. Our dogs sometimes freak out on the podcast, and it's just something.
It's just because if the buzzer rings.
Anyway,
someone walks by.
This is where you get the appearance of Dr. Mittenhand,
Yes.
who's
He comes out.
kind of like a Nazi doctor, I guess. He comes out. He's basically just a face and an arm on this robot. Mushu, that's enough. Damn it. Yeah, just buzz him in again. Guys, this is really...
The dogs are freaking out!
Thank you, Maddie, for making this go.
In case anyone listening didn't know what was going on, the dogs are in a tiff right now.
Dr. Mittenhand, he's found all this gold. He's found this crazy princess chick, and now they want to extend the mission. And after some back and forth, they decide to extend the mission. But we have a hilarious bar scene. I guess when they're chilling out, Leprechaun's still in the guy's dick.
Right.
The girl's still passed out with Creepy Harold, and they're all like partying.
In a bar, like a bar disco.
But they make it look like it's a bigger party than it is.
Yeah.
When
It
it actually
is.
is 4 guys sitting at a table.
And then the
That's
Home
true.
Improvement
Yeah.
girl is dancing. Debbie Dunning is dancing
And she's
sexily.
sexy.
Yeah.
Dan.
She's
Oh, yeah,
actually
they're like-
she's like way too hot for this movie.
Yeah.
the way they're dancing.
She's
is
a Marine,
hilarious.
Dan. Have some respect.
Yeah,
okay?
she's been in a lot of combat.
I know. By the way,
Yeah, exactly.
they mention Marine like it's a drinking game if you watch this.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, he was a
propaganda.
Marine, the best one there was. They're like, oh, he was a cyborg.
Well,
and a Marine.
Well, the government
was
was
the thing
like,
that-
we'll keep funding the Leprechaun series if you,
know what?
encourage people to join the
Onto
Marines.
something.
Possibly. The Apollo. Originally they wanted to base it on Apollo 13. They're like, no, we got to base it on aliens, so there's more places for the Leprechaun to hide. That's really like a.
Wait, that is true. That is true,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Like one of them took the head of the Leprechaun and put it on Tom Hanks from Apollo 13.
So Debbie Dunning takes this guy. Now let me tell you why this movie got greenlit. This movie got greenlit because of this scene. I guess Leprechaun in Vegas did well. It made more money than they thought, and he was pitching the production company, which Trimark Pictures, and they said, "Well, how does here's this? How about this?" And then he pitched them the Leprechaun going up his dick,
Really?
and then getting shot at. Because what happens in the scene is Debbie Dunning starts to give this guy Kowalski. She starts giving him a hand job, and then his dick spits out a leprechaun.
Yeah.
There's no blood.
No.
It's a green goo.
But
It's
it
little
shows
goo.
his dick on his pants, and it's like,
Yep. Moving around. More of that claymation. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, claymation.
Claymation.
I'm like, wow, she gave him a huge boner.
She gave him a huge banner, so hot, and
And he starts bugging.
and then he starts bugging, and then literally she backs off, freaks out because a leprechaun shoots out of his dick, and she runs away.
Yeah.
The leprechaun.
And it's a symbolism for gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. It is.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Yes. The whole thing is like a Planned
They think it's
Parenthood
the
commercial
clap
to
in
get
the
tested.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think it's a. She runs out. We come back to the bar. Everybody's like super drunk. There's like a greaser,
Yeah.
a young
Yeah.
D'Onofrio, Brooks.
Which
who,
one is that? Who's the greaser?
And-
The guy who's like, he gets killed later on.
He gets killed later on. Yep,
And
yep,
before they went out to hook up, all the guys were like,
He's got a small dick.
Yeah. And gonorrhea.
it's a joke. So she was like, what was that about? It's a joke.
Okay.
All right, so this sets off where it's going to be Marines versus the Leprechaun.
Yep.
That's what it sets off.
Right.
They go into the They go into a
Where are you?
in
Let
a
me pick this up.
decontamination
Let me pick
area,
up from where you're
waiting to
feeling.
get in the quarantine area to fight the Leprechaun.
Yes.
The Leprechaun trails them in a spacesuit. This is like some of the great special effects. He cuts the spacesuit open from the young guy. This guy looks like young Vincent D'Onofrio, and he's like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?"
Right, those spacesuits that were like so shoddily made.
Yeah.
And like
And
had
somehow Warwick Davis finds
They
a spacesuit
literally-
that's his size.
They
They
looked
find
like
he
a
finds, like, a
free
tiny spacesuit.
tote bag a grocery store would give you on their head.
Yeah.
Like blood hit him and it like fell in.
So bad.
collapsed
Yeah.
inward.
And so they killed this guy, and
They killed the
leprechaun
greaser.
kills
Yeah.
the guy. So they get back. The one guy's now a skeleton whose suit was destroyed. They don't really show him getting murdered. They just show this, like all great horror movies, they just show the skeleton afterwards.
Yeah.
And like the
Yeah.
sizzling, there's always like a smoke rising, and then it's this is what happened to him.
The Marines then confront Dr. Mittenhand, who reveals to be on this plane, and after getting more money from them, they
Is he
decide
a
to stay
recurring
there.
character?
Dr. Mittenhand?
Yeah, in
he's-
the
all the
all the leprechauns.
No, none of
Okay.
these have anything to do with the other leprechauns.
Oh, okay.
Got
so I
it.
could just pick up another one.
Yeah, you
That's
can.
why
yeah.
I was nervous
Just
when I saw
Warwick
That's why they're
Davis.
so great.
Sequel, I said,
This
She
is a
said,
series.
"What number is this?"
Leprechaun. There's Leprechaun, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3.
Leprechaun.
This is Leprechaun in space. Then Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah.
Leprechaun back to the Hood. Then
Oh.
Warwick Davis is
Oh.
out. Then we have Leprechaun Origins, Leprechaun Returns,
Is
and
he
an
in-
untitled
is he
Leprechaun is
in
being
those?
worked on now.
Is he in those?
No, he stops after the blaxploitation ones.
So I think we do a second pod every week where we just do Leprechaun.
Just second.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
You
gonna
guys
be a
have
new
time,
podcast.
right?
Yeah, everyone here would be down, right?
Steve just goes, fine. It's fine. Fine. So Dr. Mittenhead reveals himself. He reveals that he's going to be... He's on
also,
the plane.
Do you want to talk about what he looks like? He's bald.
I did,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah, you said he's like a cyborg.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
he's like he's basically just a face and a hand, and he has a Hogan's Heroes
Is this how he
accent.
talks?
Yeah.
He also
He
has like
talks like this the whole
bubbling
time.
chemicals in front of him. with,
Yeah.
like, food coloring. There's always like
Yeah.
a Kool-Aid color or something there.
Yeah, he's
bubbling.
a scientist. He's a
And
mad
he's
scientist.
zooming around.
Yeah.
He's like on a little rascal.
But they're going to fight. They try to save Debbie Dunning, who ends up falling from this. Apparently, the ship is like as big as the Sears Tower because she falls.
She falls like 100
feet
stories.
and is
Yeah.
fine. And,
But no,
she
she-
dies. But
she
she
dies.
dies pretty. She's like looks still hot.
Yeah.
when she
Her
dies.
head isn't smashed, and she wakes
Yeah.
up for a second and grabs Tina and goes, "Kill him," and
Yeah.
then dies. So like, she lasted pretty long considering she fell from the top of a fucking
Yeah,
catwalk.
it would be like if someone falling from the Twin Towers.
Dan once fell down one flight of like not even a flight, like one step, and was in a cast for like a boot.
This is
Yeah, but he
from
has
someone
weak
who
bones. He has weak bones.
He's
I
got
literally
little
saw her
baby
fall
burns
out of
on
an
Yeah.
Uber.
Baby Fred.
Saw her fall out of an Uber seated,
Okay.
and she went.
This was also
She, like-
after.
She like fell like it was like she was like at the end of Die Hard getting thrown
Yeah.
off the building.
It was very high. I've already talked about how short I am.
What was it, like an SUV?
It was an SUV,
Dude,
and I
some
fell
of them are
backwards.
high.
This was also the same day that we thought there was an active shooter at the dry bar where I was getting my hair blown
You
out.
didn't mention
I
that.
drove to save her.
You only shared one side of the story.
That was after.
Oh,
this was after
now
that.
you
my
see
wife's
how
insane. My wife's
yeah,
insane.
oh, what an idiot.
Yeah, typical man.
Typical.
Typical man making his wife start a podcast about leprechaun.
Yeah, no, it's just all of it's typical.
Typical.
You're
It's
predictable,
all,
Dan.
It's all typical. Sticks and Greaser. Sticks, who actually was in Street Fighter. He played.
Sticks is great.
Yeah, he
He's
played
the young
DJ
black
in
guy
Street
in it.
Fighters. He's actually had a long career. I was checking him out.
Yeah, he works a lot, as they say.
And him and the Greaser get split up. And
So the Greaser dies.
Yeah, Danny
Yeah.
Zuko. Well, first he's like, let me try to strike a deal with this leprechaun. But, he's secretly trying to kill him. And then he after watching the leprechaun, makes this silly workplace safety video.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself to, like, fuck with Danny Zuko. That's one of the thing about leprechaun. He's a fun He's a kidster.
I love him.
Yeah. He's
He
like
can't
a
just kill
poltergeist.
somebody.
He's silly.
Yeah.
He's got to have like a little game
Yeah.
with it.
My
He has a little
favorite
game,
is just
yeah.
like the
He's a trickster.
little moments of him being like, bitch. Like
Yeah.
just anything he says
I
where he's
know.
like, fuck you.
I
Like
know.
anything like that. It's like Chucky.
I know.
Like
I
when
think
they
he's really
tiny,
cute. Like I think
cute
I
little
could
things.
fix him.
I think you should. Let's get
He's
him.
like my
Have you
Shia
ever-
LaBeouf, you know.
Is this what you were like when you're drinking, Maddie? Do you turn into like the leprechaun or the girl that would hook up with the leprechaun?
Oh,
Or both.
good question. It depends what I'm drinking. If it's Fireball, I am the leprechaun. If it's if it's wine, I am the girl who
Do
fucked the
you
leprechaun.
drink Fireball like just shots?
Yeah.
Or you'll drink like a glass of it?
Shots.
I went to
Shots.
Maddie's
I
like it.
birthday and I came
Yeah.
too late, and by the time I was there, Maddie was being carted into an Uber, going, he stole me pot of gold! No, but she was very leprechaun-y.
Definitely leprechaun, and there was
By the
definitely
time I got-
Fireball that night. Fireball, like a green tea shot.
Just
Get over here, my pretty.
Buffalo Fancy.
Yeah.
Maddie Buffalo Fancy Smith.
Exactly, but don't mess with wine because that's when I,
Oh, you could lose everything.
That's when you get horny
takes
for
off
the
her tops.
leprechauns?
Yeah, that's when I have. That's when I'm like a mom in my cardigan, and I'm like, where's the leprechaun? Like thinking about him.
Looking out the window.
I'm in an abusive relationship with the leprechaun.
All right. So, the bachelor party nerd in Mittenhouse are trying to extract her DNA to.
Yeah, they're trying to take the DNA from the princess.
What is Zarnia?
Princess Narnia, sure.
it Zarnia or
to
Narnia?
go Zari.
Zar.
God damn it,
Zarnia.
Smiventa.
Zara.
Zara.
It's not Narnia.
Zarnia?
It's
What's
like
all
another
this?
movie.
Zara?
Yeah.
Zara?
Princess
Zara.
Zara.
The store.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Princess Zarnia.
Oh,
That's
Xena.
what I have.
Xena, the warrior
Princess
princess.
Princess Cena's now in this.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are taking her DNA to make him human.
this definitely Kevin Sorbo should have been in.
Remember the guy eats the skin? He shaves off skin.
Yeah, he eats the skin. Well, that's
So
he
weird.
starts
Wait,
he
who's that?
and then that turns him in. Well, this is one of the mysteries of the movie that doesn't explain is why eventually
This is one of the mysteries you said.
yeah, they had Dr.
Yeah, everything
Mittenhead.
else ties
Like
together
everything
pretty well.
Dr. Mittenhead, the guy who's funding this whole operation, he turns into a giant spider at the end of it. Is that from her DNA or the leprechaun's DNA?
I think the leprechaun. Yeah, he put together
Oh.
something. And he's
Alright.
like, me family used to make this recipe.
It doesn't
and then he
make
shoots
doesn't make sense either
No.
way.
Well, it sounds like you have to watch it a third time.
Uh-oh.
So they're doing all these operations. The leprechaun is able to get in the room from Harold by pretending to be a naked Tina, and I thought Harold
blonde.
was gay at this point because he was going after
Yeah.
Brooks, but he'll just take whatever he can
Oh,
get.
no, because he was also
Yeah.
trying to lick the princess's feet.
He doesn't.
Right.
He just
No,
wants.
he's-
He's been in
just
space a while.
He's just a freak.
Yeah.
It's a freak.
I'm just a freak, yeah. Did you guys watch your Idol on HBO? Yes, you did, bitch. Nice.
I watched
Every
one
episode.
Me too. I'll watch it again too.
Maybe
It's
not.
so bad, isn't it?
It's so
So bad.
bad. It's
Isn't he
so
like
bad
at the
and
weekend
funny.
just
It's like
tries to be intimidating and
The
it's really
Weekend
sad?
also, isn't there like a hologram of Prince in an episode where he looks up and it's just Prince in Purple Rain or something?
It's like a 20-foot poster.
Yeah.
In,
But like he sees him too. He looks out at the balcony.
He goes on about how Prince is the king of pop and how pop music can actually change lives. And then he's like, "Open your pussy. We're gonna write the greatest
She's like,
pop
"Okay."
song."
Let me
Yeah,
see my pass. She is wearing nothing in that whole show.
nothing. It's awesome. Her body's insane.
I mean, she grew up with her
It's all right. I'm
father's
not really
Johnny
that
Depp,
into it,
and the
but-
mom is this beautiful French
Yeah,
artist, model, I
and
don't
she
know,
smokes
singer.
cigarettes this long
She smokes long cigarettes.
in,
right?
in her sauna.
Gorgeous.
In her sauna.
That's a baller move.
God, if I could get a
Is that
chub, I
where she
would,
smokes
folks.
them? In the sauna?
She smokes
But
them
I
everywhere,
can't.
but she also smokes them in the
In the
sauna.
sauna.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, we forgot one thing that the leprechaun does to Harold. So Harold's trying to escape because now, I'm sorry. Yes, he's tricked by Tina, the hot
Yeah.
blonde, to come in. She's like, oh my God, they took all my clothes off, which, he's a pervert. So obviously he's going
Right.
to open the door for her. And so he comes in, the
I was about
leprechaun.
to talk about this, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, but you're taking.
she not allowed
you're really,
to?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to speak.
Wow.
Maddie.
Is there
Get 'em.
somewhere you need to stay tonight?
Yeah, there is. My bed. Can you take him with you?
Is there somewhere you need to stay tonight?
Get him the fuck out.
The whole time you notice Sarah's been like blinking on this podcast.
Yeah.
and sending posts to get you get
We're
her to
live.
shelter.
Join the Patreon.
Help me.
The true horror movie is right here.
All right, Dan, please continue on.
Well, I actually was really
God
engaged.
forbid.
I was
The
engaged with
Leprechaun,
what you were saying.
forbid.
He fucks everybody up. He throws a
No, who does he fuck up?
well, he throws a tray at
Harold.
who then like turns his face into like a waffle.
He flatens it like a pancake.
Yeah, he flattens
Not
like a
waffle.
pancake.
Let me tell this.
All right, fine.
Yeah,
enough.
she was.
Yeah, you're getting real
Relax.
mouthy over there, St. Germain.
Just relax.
Let the ladies take over.
Yeah.
All right, take over. I'll just sit here. I'll do nothing.
Well, it's just like you miss
See
a
how
lot of plot points, and we have to go back and be like, you miss this, you miss this, you miss this.
You watch this on a crossword.
Yeah, and yet I'm still like,
Which
you're missing.
crossword were you
The
doing?
New York Times. Every day, bitch.
It was us.
Gotta-
people?
gotta prevent
The people
Alzheimer's.
mag.
Yeah. Blank Lohan of the Mean Girls.
Okay, so great. He's dead. Mittenhouse is a spider. The Marines are now headed to the lab to find the leprechaun because they realize he's there. He kisses the princess. He wakes her up. He shoves a gag ball in Mittenhouse's mouth, and that's when he turns him into a spider with the concoction that he does.
Yeah, he puts the leprechaun like stabs him with something.
Yep, and then they break in, and then they're shooting at each other, laser tag, and Tina gets knocked, like some sort of liquid burns her.
Yes.
So of course she has to wiggle on the floor with
Shimmy,
the boobies
like
and
she
stuff.
shimmies around.
Shimmies around.
More moisture.
More just sweat, but hair is still down.
Yeah.
And then the leprechaun, he turns to the sergeant and he makes him a walking bomb.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden he's put him in like this bomb vest, if you will. Okay, so now what happens,
And
Dan? Then Lady Princess Zarnia
Well, the sergeant's a bomb
comes out
princess.
and opens her
Titties.
Yeah.
titties. Well, it's just a quick snap, which you love in an 80s movie.
Obsessed.
It's just click, open, very nice natural
Although,
boobs.
I mean, you kind of want to see Home Improvement Girl's boobs, and you see her boobs, and you're like, this is fine.
Yeah, no, because they're normal,
yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
Well,
wow.
but
Because
Debbie-
she's a woman.
I would be shocked to hear what you have to say about my breasts. I should go.
Mine are actually fake, so.
Really? I need a lift.
Mine
dude.
went
Mine are low as
from
fuck.
0 to a C. I went
Really?
from like little A
She's
to
got
a C.
Really?
great.
When'd you do that?
Great boobs.
Probably 2, 3, or 4 years, 5 years ago.
We found a guy on Craigslist.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
back alley.
I need a lift. Mine are just too low. I just need a marionette string to pull them
that's
right
nice.
up.
You know they
Yeah.
have those things that you can put on and they're clear and they lift them.
Yeah, but I want it
Under
real.
top.
I want real.
Buffalo
like,
Smile.
yeah.
A Buffalo
Yeah.
Smile. That's
It
what
is.
they called it.
Yeah, it really is that.
I don't know.
Just a couple hash browns.
Right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
man.
So titties.
So titties.
Okay, yeah, so titties.
And they're like horned out
All
and they're
right,
so,
so
excited.
whatever.
But wait, Tina tells them, she's like, I wouldn't get too excited. Where she's from, that's a kiss of death when someone shows you their
And they're like too busy motoring.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Titties.
jerking each
Happens.
other off.
Yeah.
Dirty
Okay.
titties.
I'm so hard. I love tits.
So they end up running into the club, the space club.
Yes.
And the cyborg sergeant, is dancing and dressing
Like Jack Lemmon and Some Like It Hot.
Yep. Totally dressed up.
Is he still a bomb at this point?
Yeah.
Too?
No. He's not a bomb.
He's not a bomb. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's just like fighting them, but he's like a good fighter while he's a fake woman.
But he's still hypnotized because he'd be like,
Yeah.
Marines. And he's like, oh, no, I can't. Like doing a woman's voice because that's what women sound like.
Oh,
when we're
yeah.
Scared.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
he's doing like,
I would be like,
no, violence.
My tits.
I would be like,
Pussy.
My pussy. My pussy.
somebody help my pussy. My pussy and
Marines. Yeah.
Eventually, this sets up to our climax where Mittenhouse, because the leprechaun is now the spider, the leprechaun has turned himself into a giant version of the leprechaun. We have two
that's
fight scenes.
great.
We
Yeah,
have
he's like,
Mittenhouse.
His dick stays small.
Yeah,
He's like, why not?
So like it's Warwick Davis versus Playgirl in our final scene.
Yeah.
Playgirl
Brooks.
Wait, you didn't mention he made that girl ugly.
Oh my God, you're right.
He was like,
He gave her acne
bitch, and she was like, no, I'm not. But he gave her blunt.
into a giant zit. Yes.
And she looked in the mirror and was like,
let me take over.
that's the worst thing you can do to a woman.
You know what? Dan is.
Give her acne.
God bless Dan. He's
Well, you
dressed
can't make him dumber, am I right?
Oh, yeah. He's like, I took your brain. I had one? Okay, so that's, so don't forget about the blemish.
Take it home.
What?
Take it home.
No, you keep going.
Okay.
I'm adding in because this is, you guys know I have a crossword podcast later.
She's
that's why I was doing that.
Yeah, that's why she's studying for that.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, I was watching the movie.
Don't worry about looking at the notes. We got the notes.
Yeah,
I'm just,
we clearly
that's just
have
Just
the
focus on the
I
camera.
can't
Focus
see
your
it.
beautiful skin and face.
I can't even see it this whole time. I've been like, right.
She sees how filthy my screen is.
No way, mine is.
Well, you should see my screen.
Oh, disgusting. Okay.
Covered in cum.
Covered in shit and cum.
So
I shit and it was the first time I jerked off and I shit at the same time. And I did it all from my... I was watching the titty scene. It's funny that you ask. I was just shitting and coming all over my podcast. I mean, my computer.
Oh, God, he is shitting and coming.
Yeah, you guys can't see this, but I've been shitting and coming this whole time.
This whole time.
I have a problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's wearing a diaper.
We actually thought of... Should we tell that story?
Yeah, tell the
Yeah,
story.
go
I think
ahead.
we already told
Well, let me
Donna.
hear your vape
We
story.
told Donnelly
Hit your
about
weed
this,
vape
but
if
we
I'm gonna
talked...
hear this. I'm
What?
nervous.
Not that it's my weed vape, but we took... I don't know where it is.
Where is
But we were looking in... we have a fun little... We have a fun
I
little...
think it's in your ass.
We switch stuff up every now and again. And one of the things that we were thinking about doing is we bought adult diapers for me.
I didn't buy them.
I bought
just
adult
wanna
diapers.
Start. This was not
Maddy
Sarah's sexual fantasy. This was something Dan once said to me.
And what are you going to do with
jokingly.
them? Walk
We
around
have
like a
them.
baby?
Well, the problem is
Are you
I was
walk,
gonna...
And what are you going to do? Walk around with
I
a
was
pinky
gonna-
in your mouth and be
Throw
like,
them out.
Well,
Mama.
we already did a threesome, so we figure this is the next step.
Diapers? There's so
figured.
many other... I thought you were going to say sex swing, strap on.
Dan wanted me to change him in a diaper, and I said, no fucking way, but I will hire someone.
She was gonna hire a woman to change me.
Shut the hell up.
Okay.
But then I had to. My mom, who
Are you interested?
I would never, but I know a couple Latina women who would. So,
Get her in
Queens,
here.
you know?
Get her
They'll
in
come
My,
through. They won't
uh,
even say anything. Yeah.
Oh my God. They
They'll be like,
won't.
where is he?
They probably
Where
come
is
blocks
he?
away.
super salad.
Gloves.
So anyway, when I was buying the diapers, I was also had to buy my mom diapers, who passed away last year. So that kind of took the sexual fantasy away from me.
Did it because they're still sitting in our closet.
Well, we
Right.
haven't used them
And you
yet.
won't
Once
let
I get
me
over my mom's
delete.
death, you'll let me pee my pants.
And were you going to change him with poop in it, or?
Well, that was like.
She said pee, no poop.
Pee,
That's
no
what it said.
No, I said not even pee.
You wouldn't let me pee?
Episode title. She said pee, no poop.
I said
Okay.
I would wipe your dick with
I start trying to pee and a
wipe.
leprechaun comes out.
You know it'd be hot. You know it'd be cool if you guys did it in a public restroom with a changing table.
Oh, that would
That would really heighten the game a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
LaGuardia Airport, just lay him right there.
Diaper bag.
Stop getting
And
me hard on this
walk
podcast.
him. He's like, you're like, follow mommy.
No pee.
No pee.
She's getting excited because
Pee, no poop. No pee, no poop.
No pee pee, no poo poo. I mean, no poo poo, no pee pee. All pee pee, no poo poo.
All right, well.
Okay,
All
well,
right,
I
so
think that's
here's
our
the
timer.
thing. I don't think
What?
that's our timer.
Well, we
They have
just got
20 minutes to
we just got
abandon
into
the ship
diaper play talk.
before. Are we done? Do you want to talk more about
No,
it?
that's it. We
feel
haven't
bad.
done
I
it.
support it.
We haven't done it. You've never done diaper play before?
Nope, never done diaper
Sarah
play.
tries to hire you.
But I have been DP'd.
Oh.
You were a DP on Wild and Out.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
She's super talented, you guys.
DP. Do you have any bits on it?
No. No, I've never been DP'd, just to clarify. I was
No,
joking.
okay.
Oh my
You
God.
became a senator then. You're
No,
like,
I know.
Yeah. Oh,
I was kind of thinking about it.
I
I'm
did
like,
not have sexual relations with that.
You're
with
like,
Monica
I may
Lewinsky.
black out in a Buffalo's Bills jersey, but good
Oh
Lord.
God, the asshole's closed off at least.
He's still unmarried. Although you say that, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm actually.
I'm gonna
saving
pay
my
someone
asshole
also
for
for him to
after I
fuck,
have a
yes.
baby. I'm gonna have a baby, and then
I love
my
that.
asshole's gonna be like the new
The
vag.
same day.
Yeah,
Because you're already.
Yeah,
You know.
right. Just to let him know, like, hey, I'm still here. Don't leave me.
This is a mess,
You know.
but go for that.
Yes.
That's what you say.
So just caution tape from the waist down.
Oh, yeah.
Just caution tape for the waist down.
The Leprechaun starts the alarm to explode whatever device that they're traveling on.
Yeah.
Is it a spaceship?
So
Is
now we
it
have a
laser
Chernobyl
tag?
situation.
We have no fucking...
Yeah, well, meanwhile...
20 minutes, though, which, by the way, is a very long fucking time to give people because it goes throughout the last 20 minutes of the movie. Does it not?
Well, I don't even think the rest of the movie's 20 minutes, but the rest of the movie is, so she ends up killing Mittenhouse. How does she kill Mittenhouse again?
He kills him.
Oh, he kills him.
Brooks.
Well, they open up the space. They essentially open up both space doors, and Mitten and Leprechaun is then blown up, and somehow instead of just freezing, he blows up in space, which they shoot in another location. Mm-hmm. They for the explosion, they just cut to like a warehouse where Leprechaun doesn't look like space at all. But they end up saving the day. They get Mittenhouse, and it's just, the black dude.
They don't get Mittenhouse. They kill Mittenhouse.
They kill Mittenhouse. That's what I mean. They kill Mittenhouse, and it's just the black dude, Playgirl, and fucking Blondie.
Right,
Baby
and the
Cakes.
Password was Wizard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Cakes. What's her name?
Exploding.
What's her name again? Ginger Snaps. The
Debbie
Baby
Dunning?
Cakes. No, Debbie Dunning's dad.
Tina.
That's
Tina,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Wait, does the princess die? I know I just watched this again last night.
She gets ugly.
Yeah,
but
they
I don't
just
think
showed
she
her
dies.
getting ugly, but
Yeah, he put zits on her.
yeah,
He just put zits on her.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which I
And
again,
he keeps
I'd rather
calling
be
her a
dead.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst. And at the very end, they see, which is the best part of the movie, although the Leprechaun's blown up, the one part that's still intact is his hand, and he gives our lead characters the middle finger.
Yes.
Right. Floating
He's like
by.
Jerry Garcia.
And then they kind
Grateful Dead.
of all laugh. They're like, ha ha ha.
Legend.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that's our.
people and
Is our
humans
movie.
and things.
Well,
I
this
have
will
to
be coming
address
out at the
everyone.
end of October, early November. Anything to
Okay.
promote, Maddie?
What is happening? I don't know. Like, okay, all right. We're coming to Buffalo. We're coming to Toronto. We're coming to Poughkeepsie.
Look at this
Poughkeepsie.
girl.
Yeah,
I
listen
love a
up.
little Poughkeepsie.
Save it, laugh it up.
Yeah, bitch.
Laugh it up comedy club.
Yep, and that's what we're gonna do.
I love this.
We're gonna go to Raleigh.
And
we're
when are you
gonna...
doing Wild and Out? Or can you not because
I
of strike?
actually don't know, but it's always on. It's airing. It airs every basically. Just go to my Instagram.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
And if you liked what you saw, like and subscribe on YouTube and join our Patreon, The It Couple.